Hello, everyone. I'm going to be going over how to add client payment. How to add your prep fees. How to apply for an advance or just apply for a bank product in itself, so you do not have to offer the advance if you don't want to. That's something just to incentivize your clients, and how to submit returns for us to transmit them to the bank and to the IRS. Okay, I'm going to go over that. I'm going to start here. I don't see no need to go through a whole return because we have so many of those videos already. This is the calculation page. Once you do the summary page, the next will be the EIC, the due diligence page. I've already completed that. But usually once you hit continue, it will go to the due diligence page. So I'm going to hit continue here. Okay, this right here is just telling us that we can't add the state because right now the system is not updated for the state. Okay, this is the e-file section here. This is where the money happens, where the magic happens here. Is where you add your prep fees, your bank fees, all those different things. Okay. So here is where you add your federal your bank product. In order to be a partner with us, we've explained to everyone you must use bank products. Okay, so if you're not using bank products, we're probably not going to even transmit the return without talking to you first. We're going to check on that. If it says e-file or anything with e-file, that's not a bank product. If it says paper, it's not a bank product. It should start with refund advantage. These are your bank products. If it doesn't say advanced, then it's not advanced. Okay, it's not an advance. So make sure you know that. The refund advance ERC, that means that's a check. That's a paper check that you got in your office. You'll print that check out, give it to your client if they choose a check. If they choose direct deposit, this is the direct deposit form. You choose the ERD. If they're using the faster money card, they want the debit cards to sent to everyone. Some people would get the debit cards, some people won't. Refund advances started a new rule where some brand new offices don't get them. Okay, so just bear with us. If you're not using, they don't have that. You can either go buy some debit cards yourself and just use that as direct deposit, or just give everyone a check. Okay, so you got check, direct deposit, and a faster money card. Again, if you choose one of these, that means your client say, hey, I do not want an advance. I do not want to apply for an advance. If they want to apply for an advance, here's the check for it. You choose check in an advance, direct deposit in an advance, and the faster money card in advance. Your client cannot receive their advance via direct deposit. But that don't mean you do not choose direct deposit if they want it. If you choose direct deposit, the remainder of their money, if they get the advance, and the remaining amount will go direct deposit. If they do not get the advance, their whole refund will go direct deposit. So if you choose the direct deposit, it will be converted to a check for the advance if they are approved. Another thing, guys, again, you are charged a fee if someone's approved for an advance. The advance is a privilege that the banks are offering you. You do not have to use it, but if you do, you get charged $79 for the preseason, $45 for the in season. In season simply means when the IRS opens sometime in January. That's what the in season means. Okay, that's what that is. If you go with the faster money card, they give you a $25 discount off their $79 fee and their $45 fee. Okay, so we've sent out emails. Please read our emails, team. It will explain so much to you. Watch our videos. It will explain so much to you. I promise you. Okay, so that's that for the card. I'm going to choose direct deposit just to give you a look at it. Now, you have to check this button here. If you want to send it as a preseason, you have to check it here. If you do not check this button here, it's not going to go in as a preseason. It's going to go in as a advanced ready when the IRS opens in January or February, okay? Also, whatever you do here, if we transmit this for you, if you mark it as complete and we transmit it, that is it. We cannot do any changes. You cannot make any changes. You can't make any changes in the bank. So make sure you're doing an accurate return. Check your work. Double check the direct deposit information. Double check the envelope numbers. Okay. Double check this stuff because this is stuff you do. We do not go on returns and alter a return in any way. We don't add fees. We don't do anything. What's happened is what you have done. We do not go in into a return to change anything. For the advance, we have two options. Supposed to be three. Not sure why it's just two right now, but you have the lowest option for your client. This would be the free option for them, but still costs you $79. And this will be the 75% option, where basically they'll get charged a 2% fee. Okay, so you see that? Those would be the two options. Now, I'm going to choose the smallest one, and then I'm going to go down. This will be the advanced they're applying for. So you go down, it gives you the ERO information. This is a dummy, so what the fees you see here will be dummy fees. The prep fees, what you add here, do not add a fee in the electronic filing fee section. Do not add a fee in the electronic filing fee section. We're telling you now, okay, do not add anything. Because all it's going to do is add it to your prep fee anyway. So it's insignificant to add it there. But you need to have zero here. If you do not have zero here and you hit tab, it's gonna tell you you need zero there. So you got to have a zero there. Just keep it at zero, leave it alone. Whatever you want to charge your client, put it here. We will be taking the percentage per your contract out of whatever you put here. Okay. Now, here's where you choose Audit Maintenance Pro. If you do not click this button, you have not chosen. See how it doesn't say a number here? You got to select this button. You get $25. This is charged to your client. This $89.99 is charged to your client. You see how they add it to your prep fee? But keep in mind, you do not get that. You do not get $89.99 out of this. Okay, it goes to Audit Maintenance Pro or something like that. You get $25 out of this $89.99. So keep that in mind. We do not pay the $25 incentive out to you until mid-July, no later than August 1st. That's when that gets paid out to you, because that's when it gets paid to us. Okay. Also, um, the refund has to be approved for this to go through as well. So if you choose this and the refund never gets approved, don't count that $25. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm going to already select that. If you want to put secure ID on your clients, we'll send you information on what that is. That's an additional $49.95. But I'm gonna take that off right now. Okay. Note, changes will modify the amount given. Changing fees will modify the amount given to the taxpayer. Please verify the new advance amount after making any changes. So what that means, I'm going to show you what that means. And it's not going to show here because I already filled it out. But right here, you see this number here, 1953 and 5859? When I first did this return, this was actually 6,000 and this was about 2,300. But it goes down once you add your fees, because when you add a fee, it takes away from the total. I'm gonna show you right here. Refund estimated. This is the person's refund without any fees added. Once you add the fee, $751.99, it takes their refund down to this. And so this is where they're taking the 25% or the 75% from. Okay. So basically, in the beginning, you won't add fees yet. So it's going to be higher. So don't even pay attention to this number yet. Pay attention to it when you get down here. I'll show it to you. Hit next. We already did that. You must have an email address. Okay. You must have a PIN number. It's already populated for you. If for some reason it isn't populated for you, you just put in the last 5 digits of the taxpayer's name. I'm sorry, social security number. The ERO number must be there. It's 38116, but it should populate for you. If for some reason it isn't, put 38116. Hit next. This right here must be checked. Must check it. I already had it checked. Must check it. Answer the military question. I already answered that. Send a text message when the check is printed. Got to hit yes on this. You have to put a phone number here, choose the carrier, hit agree terms. You feel this? I've already done it. Security question, bank. This is something that the IRS has just put on the banks to do. This is the law now. So they have to choose a security question, give you an answer. They'll probably need this when they call the bank to ask for anything about their return. Hit next. That information will be already from the basic information page. Already be filled out for you. Taxpayer ID. A client doesn't have to have a license. They can have a state ID, military ID, U.S. passport, a resident alien ID, or a foreign passport. So keep that in mind. You put the ID number here. You put the issue date here, expiration date here, and what's the issue state here. Hit next. Now here, remember guys, I had put direct deposit. So you will have to put the routing number twice, the bank account number twice. So make sure you're putting this information in correctly. You have to put in the bank name up here and choose if it's a checking or a savings. Make sure you put this in correctly because if you transmit it and it's wrong, it's going to bounce back as a check and it takes days for refund advantage to issue that check back to be printed in your office. And we cannot make changes once it's transmitted. I'm going to change this because I don't have a routing account number. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Go back to the return type. I'm going to change this from direct deposit. I'm going to change it to the card. Once you see what the card looks like, that's the envelope number you're going to be putting in. Now, after the military question, it says prepaid debit card information. Everyone who receives debit cards, you do not open those debit cards. It's an envelope. It's a card within the envelope. You put the envelope number in twice here, and you hand them the card. It's that simple. Make sure you put that number in correctly, because if it's wrong, it's gonna be a problem, okay? So because it's gonna have to bounce back, you're gonna put a lot of your client's gonna be mad at you. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing Keystone can do if you put in wrong information. But wait for refund advantage to issue it as a check, okay, or do a change form. So if I try to hit save, it's gonna tell me, hey, I haven't done this yet. Okay, it's gonna tell me I haven't done this yet. So I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna change this to a check. So I don't need any information if it's a check. So I'm going to change it to check everyone. There we go. Go back, hit save. If I missed anything, it's going to tell me. Let's see. So I didn't miss anything. E-file is currently unavailable. You can't e-file, however, you can mark the return as complete. Marking the return as complete is what's going to tell us that you're ready for us to transmit the tax return. It's going to tell us that you're ready for us to transmit the tax return. I want you to see all the documents here. I'm going to hit print return. Now these are different. You can have 2 copies, you can have 3 copies, you can have federal only, 1040 only, state only, 8879 only, signature docs only, meaning only the docs that are signature docs should be printed out. But to me, guys, this is what this software is for. Why are you printing out documents unless the client is requesting you to do that? Email them their tax return so you can go paperless and save money. Because otherwise, there's like 23 to 49 documents that have to be printed out per client. Don't think you guys want to do that. I'm going to hit print return. I want you to see what it's going to look like. So you see it's 49 pages. You can't see it, but I can see it. It's getting cut off. And this is what it's going to look like, okay? I want you guys to go through these forms so you can see what these forms are. Go through these forms on a practice return so you can see what these forms look like, okay? Don't do it when on a real client yet. Do a practice so you can know what you're doing when you're in front of your client. You can know how to explain this. You need to go through these forms so you can do it. It's not our responsibility. It is yours to go through these forms. Okay. So you see that it's telling you everything that's on this return. $500 prep fee, $80 audit fee, $589.99. Telling you all the dependents that's on here. Okay, showing you everything. How many filing status? It's 4 people because it's the client plus 3 dependents. Everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this fast. I'm not gonna go through each page. It's 49. So it's the W-2. It's the 8879. You see how I signed it for the client? Look, that's my name as the ERO. It's already signed here. Okay, there's the PIN number. There's everything. There's the client signature. It's on every single page and it's already dated for you. It's a 1040 signed by you and by the client. Already done. No more having to sign these pages anymore. Okay. That's what this software is made for, to get you through it fast, simple, easy, save money. These are all the forms. If you want to print these out, you can do it. If you don't, just email it to your client. Showing you all this. I want to get to the advanced forms because those are kind of important and you need to read over them, okay? You need to read over them. You, the taxpayer, does, okay? These are the forms. You can go over this with your clients if you like. It's already signed. Once they sign, they're signing saying they okay with this. Okay, once they sign, see it's telling them the applicant, the loan, the information. If they got a debit card, the envelope number will be here again for them to check for you to check. See how it's not checked, but the paper check is checked. See that there? See the X? So if you make a mistake, it's because you're not paying attention to the details. Everything is right here. It's letting you know everything you've done and what that number is. And then around the account number will be there too if you chose that option. These are all the different forms, guys. I'm just going through it for you. You can take the time and look at it yourself as well. Refund advance loan agreement. You can read through that. It's a lot of see how it's signed. It's signed by the borrower and it's your name. Boy, the preparer's name is there as well, but it's actually the client's name printed. This isn't signed because there's not a joint return, so that's why it's not signed. So these are all the different things. It's also at least you know the 36 APR. If someone chooses the 50% or the 75%, meaning the two larger amounts, right now that it seems like the 50% is not there available right now. I'm not sure why, but it's 36% APR. And so basically, if they chose, they're just breaking it down. It's really 2%. See, that's only $61. If they took out a $2,600 loan, they would only get charged $61. If they took out a $3,900 loan, they get charged $92. If they chose the cheaper amount, they would get charged nothing. See that? Nothing at all. It breaks down the fees that you charge here. Remember, you're not going to see the $79 to $45 on here at all. Just know it's being charged to you. Refund Advantage is going to charge it. See that sign? So everything's there, all signed. This right here is telling you again that it's a paper check. It's going to cost $39.95. $39.95 per your contract. You guys already know that. Here's a breakdown. It's also a breakdown. Here's the original amount before any fees. It's the prep fee. This says $99 because this is a dummy account, but whatever your service bureau fee is per your contract, the $24 transmission fee, it's broken down as $6.18, but it's really $24. $39.95. The auto protection added, it comes out to $752.94. This is the dummy return, guys, so keep that in mind. And then this is their refund after all the fees here. And that's where they came up with the loan amount they're willing to loan from 25% of this, 50% of this, or 75% of this number after the fees are added. It's signed by both parties. Numbers are already there. I just wanted to show you guys these forms. Go over it yourself. There's another document that's already signed. No one has to sign. They signed in the system. Everything's signed. See there? Everything's signed. All the consent forms, consent to disclose, all signed. So, I'm gonna get out of this. Go back to this section, guys. You can email the return here. I already gonna have the email address that you put in. It's gonna have whatever your email address is from yourself. It's gonna come from you. It tells them that the password is the last four digits of their social security number. Hit send email. You're done. You've emailed that return. I'm gonna hit return. Okay. You have a client customer portal. This is brand new, so it's something very unfamiliar to me. But you hit customer portal, wherever their phone number is, and then you put in the client's email, and then send them a link so they can create an account for that. It's kind of like Adobe, so they also you can send their forms and all their paperwork to this customer portal, and they can log in and see their signatures and stuff as well, like that. So the link has been sent. I'm gonna hit the back button. I didn't even really mean to do that. Let me do that there. Okay, bring us back. You can change the signature you want to, and then it gives you a breakdown of everything again. ERO information, the client's information, the PIN numbers, type of return. It tells you right here, refund advance, check advance. That means this client is getting an advance, and they're getting it on a check. Apply for advance, yes. Is it complete? It'll be a checkbox here, and you have to click it. So you don't see that because I already chose it, but it wouldn't say yes or no yet. It's going to say I have a checkbox, and if you want us to transmit it, if it's ready and ready to go, you check that box, and then we'll start looking into it and trying to get it down the road within our business hours. For some reason, you hit yes, and you feel like and we hadn't transmitted yet, you can hit no and take it out that queue. Okay, so you say I just hit no there. So I'm going to go back to yes. It tells you your fees again. You charge $500. Remember, we only take a percentage from this. That's what we take a percentage from. And then Artist Maintenance Pro, $89.99. You get $25 out there. You do not get that until mid-July to no later than August 1st. And again, it has to be an approved refund for you to get it. Okay, you offer that to your clients. Here it says $39. It should say $39.95, but just know you're gonna get charged $39.95. So, all right, it breaks down all the fees there. Service Bureau, again, don't ignore this 99 because that's not yours. If you and then $24 there, the 8 and 6, the 24. This shows the advance amount after all these fees that this person can get. If they chose the 25%, had they chose the 75, I think it was around 5,800. And then this is their check after if they get approved for this advance. This would be their check that they would get, whenever the IRS open their refund get approved. So tell them this is the amount you'll tell them that their advance will be this number. Go off this number. Do not go off that previous number in the very beginning. Go off this number because this is the accurate number. Okay. You just need to ask them, do they want the higher amount or the lower amount, and then you can go back or whatever. And then this is it. You hit save and exit, and that'll be the end of this return. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this answered a lot of questions for you. Go through and do practice, guys. Practice, get familiar with it, because we can't help you there. You have to help yourself there. So thank you guys again for watching this video.